my home. I've been expecting you. You may wonder how I knew you were coming, but see, sooner or later everyone passes through here. Before we start our show in your theater, the producers and distributors wish to take this opportunity to warn you, the theater audience, in the event all the lights should go out and you see a shadow moving past your seat, under no circumstances attempt to drive it away, for it may be the person beside you. You may think my warning unnecessary, but in a few moments, I will be a lot safer in here than you will be out there. Sometimes after seeing a show of this type, you find yourself walking home alone in the dark, and you hear strange footsteps behind you. And when you turn around to look, if you dare look, you will see nothing. For behind every locked door, strange things await you. Creatures from the bowels of the earth. Beings too horrible to describe. But most of all, you will feel that cold, wet, clammy hand. You see, I told you I would be a lot safer in here than you would be out there. And just think, we have only started.
All living things are my prey. The undead are my allies. The night is my domain, and the dark, dank tomb my dwelling place. I feast on human blood. May be yours. So beware, beware.
Brand new, all new, the return of Dracula. From beyond the grave comes the dreaded Dracula, spreading corruption and horror wherever his cursed shadow falls. Innocent beauty becomes the vampire's prey, as paralyzing fear turns to hypnotic fascination.
You will do as I say.
Yes.
I bring you death, a living death. One drop of your blood and you're bound to me.
Jenny Blake's soul must be freed, Doctor. And all of the souls of her victims, if any.
But how?
With a pointed stake right through the heart. He's gone.
It has been written since the beginning of time that evil, supernatural creatures exist in a world of darkness. And it is also said, man can call forth these powers of darkness, the demons of hell.
It is the night of the demon.
And tonight is the night that Dana Andrews, as a daring scientist, defies the mysterious, murderous devil cult in a desperate battle against the demons of hell.
Oh, why did you drop the poker?
Red hot.
Which isn't, you know. Oh, my boy, you're as pale as death.
There was something in here.
He has been chosen. I've been chosen for what? What do you mean?
Today I found all the pages of my desk calendar torn out after October the 22nd. I know why. He died on the 22nd. John, what's the matter?
The same thing happened to my desk calendar after the 28th.
The frightened girl. The master of witchcraft.
You will die, as I said, at 10 o'clock on the 28th of this month. Your time allowed is just 3 days from now.
Skeptical? Don't make up your mind till you see this masterpiece of macabre magic. Because, after all, evil supernatural creatures really do exist.
From the death cell at San Quentin, he foretold the terrible, unimaginable future.
I'm gonna kill you. You thick-headed ape, you're gonna die tomorrow.
Indestructible, because the scientific experiment that brought him back from death made his skin as tough as armor plate and released every killer's instinct stored up in his demented mind. Spawn of science, he begins an irresistible campaign of vengeance. Terrorizing the men whose lying testimony had sent him to the gas chamber. Torturing the burlesque dancer who once had loved him and now wanted to divert him from his path of hate.
You're free to go, Mr. Lowell. Once out on those streets and I'm a dead man. If you let me go, you'll be responsible for murder. You know the butcher threatened to kill me.
Through the 700 miles of underground drains of the city of Los Angeles that were his hideout, he held a world at bay. Bullets bounced off him. Rockets couldn't halt him. Flamethrowers couldn't destroy him.
Starring Michael Goff, Gene Cooper, Rod Lauren, Virginia Gray, Jerome Cowan, Elisha Cook.
I got a bag.
Children, I brought you here because we'll have to face a problem.
The Black Zoo brings you the weirdest, most terrifying experience of your life. For here the lion is king of killer beasts. The black leopard and the tiger. Night-prowling, claw-killing executioners. All honored by the bloodthirsty cult of animal worshippers. Their master, a man more animal than human. Inhumanly cruel to other human beings.
You jabber and needle me like a
It's truth you can't stand!
A murderer, condemning a man to die by animal claws.
Throw him in there.
You want to kill me. Perhaps I will kill you first.
This beautiful girl was murdered a century ago. Yet she returned in search of her killer. She came back to expose the scandal that shocked the world.
It was hideous to be treated that way. All they talked about was the scandal. That I must not be found there, even dead.
Time stands still. Its dark curtain slowly parts, revealing for the first time a startling adventure into the unknown, a backward glance into the mystery that has haunted mankind since the beginning of time.
Telling you, there's something mighty strange going on around here. First, the cattle and the horses ripped apart, and old man Banks is found dead under mighty peculiar circumstances. Just ain't natural.
For 5 centuries it waited beneath the earth, held captive by a mountain of stone.
No, you don't think he could still be alive?
If he were, it could explain a lot of things that have been happening.
It's impossible. He's been dead at least 500 years.
So was that lizard I found.
Suddenly, in a flash of fate, nature unleashed this horrendous monster. The nightmare giant who held all civilizations in a paralyzing grip of fear. Man was powerless against this creeping terror. Bullets could not stop it, and only human life could satiate its bloodlust. Here is terror that strikes with gigantic fury, an amazing adventure into a hellish world of horror you will never forget. Beware, its cold look of death is watching you now.
Your attention, please. During the engagement of Macabre, no one will be seated during the last.
In 1971, they rampaged throughout the South, until the farmhouse, until Pretty Lisa. Axe, shocking suspense, beyond anything before. Axe, rated R.
They're dead.
but they're alive. As religious rites become obscene orgies. Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing together in Count Dracula and his vampire bride. The king of the undead marries the queen of the zombies.
On this, the eve of the Sabbath of the undead, I call upon you to witness my supreme triumph. Van Helsing, the body of your granddaughter will never be corrupted.
And the devil himself is exorcised.
My revenge has spread over centuries and has just begun!
Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, the ultimate power is revealed as the two masters of menace grapple for the souls of the living and the dead. Count Dracula and his vampire bride.
Linda knows that something is out there. Something so evil it penetrates the soul. Something lurking in the black of night, so real she can almost taste it. Something is out there, and it's coming closer and closer, and something is out there. So terrifying you've only seen it in your nightmares. Rated PG.
From the crypt. Welcome to the crypt. You are invited on a guided tour of a world of darkness, where nightmares become reality. Is about to open. You will learn its terrifying secrets. If you dare. Teacher, how to... Death lives in Tales from the Crypt.
Who's next? Perhaps you?
In plague-ridden tunnels, a tribe of once humans, the raw meat of the human race, whose blood will flow when they strike again. What strange hunger drives them to prey on the young and strong? Raw meat, so fearful that no additional scenes may be shown in this preview. Raw meat, rated R for raw horror.
What's wrong with me?
circus of horrors, created by the terrifying passions of a man mad with unimaginable desires. His insatiable sadism searches the underworld capitals of 2 continents, reaching out for ever stranger, more dangerous consorts.
You could be beautiful.
Making the ugly beautiful. His love is truly a terrifying lust for violence and death. Then a man of the law comes, looking into every angle, following every lead. What are the answers?
It depends on the questions.
See, the blonde beauty whose courageous refusal only inflames the madman of the circus of horrors. See, a drunken trainer attacked by a maddened bear.
This is the story of Dracula, a creature who destroys all he touches. Dracula the terrifying, the feared, who sleeps in the tombs of the dead by day and arises at night to inflict his terror upon the innocent and the unsuspecting.
You must help me. You must. You're my only hope. You must.
I'll help you. I promise.
Please try and understand. This is not Lucy, the sister you loved. It's only a shell, possessed and corrupted by the evil of Dracula.
How do you destroy a fiend who has so far proven himself indestructible? Those who come to end his reign of terror stay to become his victims.
Castle Dracula is somewhere here in Klausenberg. Will you tell me how I get there?
You ordered a meal, sir. As an innkeeper, it's my duty to serve you. When you've eaten, I ask you to go and leave us in peace.
This is the doctor who dares to challenge the vampire Dracula. This is the anguished man who fears for the lives of his beloved, the girl who is his sister, and the one that is his wife. Dracula, the bedeviled master of all that is evil.
Coming soon to this theater, a ghastly, ghoulish, and totally incredible motion picture. The Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman. Queen of the vampires and Satan's favorite mistress. Werewolves and vampires will reign supreme, and things will happen that have never been seen by human beings. Your blood will boil and your flesh will crawl. No one can escape the vampires, and no one can run from the werewolves. If you can take it, see the most sensational fight to the finish ever filmed. See the werewolf versus the vampire woman.
Returns as dedicated as ever to one unholy purpose: to build a living being. Only his incredible mind could create such uncontrollable terror. Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell. Rated R. Lords of Death. Now, more real, more terrifying than ever before. Dracula, Prince of Darkness, King of the Vampires. For 10 years, his mortal remains were cherished by his faithful servant, awaiting a victim to provide the life force for the reincarnation of Dracula. A strange premonition warns the guests at Castle Dracula that their host is ready to receive them.
I must kill him. He is already dead. He is undead, Mr. Kent. He can be destroyed, but not killed.
Where's Charles? You don't need Charles.
Dracula, Prince of Dark.
From beyond this portal comes the spirit of a madman.
What in the name of God? What did he do to make this house so evil?
Murder, vampirism, cannibalism, drug addiction, alcoholism, sadism, mutilation.
How did it end?
If it had ended, we would not be here.
Not since Rosemary's Baby have you witnessed such a desperate struggle between good and evil. The living, possessed by the dead, and the furious battle of exorcism. Pamela Franklin.
He's inside me. Even as I'm speaking to you, I can feel him just waiting in there to take over.
Roddy McDowell.
The house tried to kill me. It almost succeeded.
Clive Revel.
I don't accept this. I do not accept this!
Gail Honeycutt.
Naked, drunk, fighting. Oh, please get me out of here. Please.
The spirits of the dead can indeed possess the human body.
Lawrence.
A nightmare within a nightmare. The legend of Hell House. For the sake of your sanity, pray it isn't true.
What happened was true. The most bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America. is the movie that is just as real, just as close, just as terrifying as being there. Even if one of them survives, what will be left? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. After you stop screaming, you'll start talking about it.
This was where it happened. It was happening again. It was happening now. In the house where death lives. In the darkness. In the emptiness. A place of horrors that would never be seen. Of screams that would never be heard. In the house where death lives. Rated R.
Voodoo is blue. Sugar is sweet. Revenge is sweeter.
I'm passing sentence.
Meet Sugar Hill.
No, please.
Not a place, but a brand new face.
My friends call me Sugar.
The foxiest,
Looking for anything special?
sexiest, deadliest chick in town. The mob took Sugar's man away, and now she's gonna make them pay.
I want them dead.
The mob has never seen anything like Sugar Hill and her zombie hitmen. Rated PG.
In this town on Valentine's Day, everybody loses their heart. It looks like Harry Warden's back in town. In the town of Valentine Bluffs, there are many ways to die. Take your pick. By Line. Rated R.
Along the jungles of the Amazon, the evil forces of witchcraft and black magic still rule the native heart, bringing sudden terror to the people who wander its primeval forests.
With this our people make live the dead. Master, this is good.
Starring George Coulouris as Dr. Moran, a man obsessed with the power of evil. In his ruthless hands lies the secret that could solve the mystery of life and death.
She'll become part of the plant. I promise I'll get the serum to bring the dead back to life.
Ever since you came back from that horrible journey 5 years ago, you've been different.
Yes, you're right, Margaret. I've changed.
I believe you're doing something wicked. There's that iron door that I mustn't go through. I dream of it. What does it lead to?
The feeling of evil is all around them. A forbidding past becoming part of the frightening present. Those who stay to face a jungle of terror.
Why have you locked me in here? I'm frightened.
Way up in the Amazon jungle, there are people who put their hands into the mouth of death and snatch its victims back. I learned their secret. I told you. The world will ring with my name. The man who can bring back the dead.
You're mad.
Every drop of blood feels the freezing paralysis of fear, almost stopping your heart, as Edgar Allan Poe unfolds his tales of terror.
You will meet the master of the mansion, who loved and protected his wife with the strength of a supernatural love.
even beyond life itself.
I am in command here. You will do as I say. I shall take what I desire. Your body and your soul if I demand it.
Never.
Then you'll enjoy the Black Cat's sardonically humorous tale. It all started at the Vintners Convention, where the lover of wine met the professional wine taster and introduced him to his wife, a darling who delighted in dalliance.
What kind of a man are you anyway? Make love to my wife and doesn't even talk to me. You're insane. That may be, but very clever. Help! Help! Help!
In this monstrous mausoleum of the living, you will witness fury far worse than a woman scorned. The fury of a dead woman's jealousy.
Dare you enter the House of the Damned? Horror holds you spellbound in House of the Damned.
How did he die, man?
Dr. Pepper signed the certificate natural causes, but I should have thought from the look of the poor fellow that he died of fright.
This is a frightened village. Here, it is wiser to close your ears to a scream in the night. In this place, even familiar things take on an odd and terrifying significance. A funeral moves under the cloak of night, but no one inquires who has died, nor why the corpses are dispatched with such desperate haste. Starring Peter Cushing as the parson who knew every secret of the night creatures. Yvonne Romaine and Oliver Reed as two young people who loved in the shadow of terror.
I've always been respectful to you, haven't I? But I've had to keep my real feelings to myself until now.
Patrick Allen as the courageous Captain Collier, who sailed the 7 seas in search of danger and found it in The Night Creatures.
In the 18th century in Central Europe, a black terror swept across the face of the land. The curse of vampirism, which had been a half-forgotten memory for hundreds of years, returned with a fury that struck unholy fear into the hearts of every man, woman, and child. One man dared to make a stand against this evil epidemic. One man dared to hurl a challenge of cold steel against the terror of the undead. He was Captain Kronos, vampire hunter.
It is commonly supposed that a vampire attacks in only one way, by biting the neck and draining the victim of blood. The girls you spoke of, they were not drained of blood, but of youth, of life itself. You see? He's been bitten on the mouth. God's sake, I survived a vampire's bite. He is not the man you are.
I'm doomed. My soul a never-ending torment.
Kill me! Kill me!
Her life will be yours. Yours. Her youth will pulse through your veins, my darling, replenishing, restoring. Take her.
At your service, sir. To the death. Yes, you bleed, my lord. This is God's blade. Forged for your black heart.
The sinful dwarf, a depraved psychotic misfit crazed by the charms of young girls and luring them from the city streets into a hellish snake pit.
My son will show you the room.
Oh, Peter, I don't want to stay here.
What do you think of that blonde girl?
The sinful dwarf, a tantalizing bride trapped in a web of terror.
Last night I heard noises.
Me snoring.
No. And today people have been walking in and out of that door at the end of the corridor.
Have you seen my wife?
She left. You wanted to see what was in here. Well, now's your chance.
I've got a new girl you might be interested in.
Watch out for it. The sinful dwarf. Admission restricted.
If you were one of the millions of moviegoers who were electrified by the unbearable suspense and sheer terror of Jaws, get ready for Eaten Alive. Created by Toby Hooper, maker of the screen sensation The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Marty Rustin presents a new horror classic, Eaten Alive. Into this house of terror comes a handful of unsuspecting innocents.
Hello?
what happens to these people in Eaten Alive will give you the most chilling, terrifying 90 minutes you ever spent in a theater. Marty Rustum presents Eaten Alive. Mel Ferrer, Carolyn Jones, Stuart Whitman, Neville Brand. Get ready for Eaten Alive, a new horror classic.
Shall pay, Black Prince. I press you with my name. You shall be Blackula.
Blackula, the Black Avenger, rising from his tomb to fill the night with horror. Blackula, Dracula's soul brother, deadlier even than he.
Here's a strange dude.
You're a nut that ran in front of my cab. You're the only imbecile on this street. Boy.
Blackula.
Look at man, you found. I mean, you got to be around here somewhere. I mean, now listen, you take your hands off of me. I don't know you.
He thirsts for your blood. He hungers for your soul. Warm young bodies will feed his hunger. Hot, fresh blood will quench his awful thirst.
Make it a Bloody Mary. Are you, into the occult? How about the, heavy stuff?
What do you think of vampires?
Vampires? I think they're possibly the most fascinating of all.
More horrifying than Dracula. The Black Avenger, Blackula, from American International Pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Friday the 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough. Friday the 13th, rated R. You are about to experience terror. Terror is being alone in a dark house. Terror is being pursued by the devil himself. No one can escape terror. Terror, rated R.
You'll meet her at night in a dark place. She's beautiful, and she'll be waiting for you, waiting to love you to death. The Velvet Vampire. She'll love you to death. And on the same bill, this second horror shocker. What was the strange secret which lay concealed behind the forbidden doors of the Castle of Blood?
Put it out!
The scream of the demon lover. It may be the last sound you hear.
Marilyn Chambers. She's desperate.
Come quick and get me.
She's dangerous. And her victims are rabid. Rabid. A terrifying film starring Marilyn Chambers. Rabid. Pray it doesn't happen to you. Rated R.
The Chosen is coming. The door to the kingdom of hell has been opened. The Chosen will come among us. The world will lose its mind.
From your seed comes evil.
Kirk Douglas, Simon Ward. The Chosen is here. Rated R.
He lives. From the depths of this unholy tomb, the Avenger rises. The abominable Dr. Phibes, the most deadly mastermind of all crime. Specialist in the fine art of bizarre murder, each more different, each more devilish than the last. The Scorpions embrace.
You bloody man!
The Eagle's caress. The sausage machine. The one-hand persuader.
He has nothing to say, sir.
Touché, Dr. Phibes. And as another victim falls, the world awaits your next blow of vengeance. Only one man, only one menace, only one diabolical mind could create such chilling terror.
That's not a common thief, sir. An inspector who are faced with an impossible task. Well, there's no force in all the world could win a fight against.
We'll hear you.